Hello, day 3. Just a quick recap from yesterday. We were supposed to go to Yosemite, however, there was a really bad fire, the road was closed. We didn't want to reroute and go another way because it would have taken us 2 hours out of our route. And we decided to head to San Francisco right away. We made it all the way to Oakland, decided that we didn't want to sit through rush hour traffic. So we went ahead and grabbed this hotel for the night. It's a Fairfield Inn. We are in San Mateo right now. So we're gonna leave for the bridge and go ahead and check out the city and hit the road. So let's get to it. Well, it only took 550 miles, but we finally made it. I am so excited to be here. This is amazing. We came around the corner and I was like, oh my God, that thing is massive. You see it in movies, you see it, Google Images, but nothing's like being here. It's pretty amazing. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10, coming here and viewing the Golden Gate Bridge. Walking down Lombard Street right now. There's a ton of people here, as expected, but we're making do. Taking a lot of photos and videos. John just went down, rolled that video right now.
No parking here, you'll have to go back in the water.
We just gotta get the sails ready, take her out in the open sea.
After a quick adventure to the Golden Gate Bridge and through Lombard Street, we decided to hit the beach and go to Ghirardelli's for some ice cream before we hit the road. This scene was all too familiar. The heat was killing us, and on top of that, we found out that we didn't have a hotel or a motel to stay in tonight, so we had to keep riding. So this is how the day was supposed to go. We were going to go see the Golden Gate Bridge and then take the PCH or Highway 1 all the way down the coast of California to Morro Bay. And along the way, we plan on stopping at the Bixby Bridge. However, between the road closures, the heat, the mudslide that happened in May of 2017, and just in general running out of time, we couldn't stop. When we did make it to Morro Bay, we met this big guy and found ourselves eating at a local bar. After our dinner is where this story gets real interesting. There was an art show in town and a car show in the next town, and we were kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we were looking for a hotel to stay at for the night. We called all the local hotels, motels, hostels, police stations, fire departments, and we couldn't find anywhere to stay. So we had to keep riding. We were told by some of the locals in Morro Bay that there was some availability down south in Santa Maria, so we made the hour trip in the middle of the night to check it out. We made it to the Motel 6 just to find out that there was no vacancy, and we also learned at this point in time that there was no available hotels or motels within 300 miles. Basically, the state of California was booked up. We started to come to the realization that we had nowhere to go. We were going to sleep outside tonight, and that was it. At this point, the only thing going for us was that there was no heat and no traffic, because honestly, we were quite sick of it by now. After riding for 15 hours, it starts to get to you. We just wanted a place to go and rest, so we made our way down south to Santa Barbara, hoping we'd have better luck there. I really wish you could see the actual footage I'm showing you right now, because this is one of the best rides we had all trip. We went through the Los Padres National Forest, and it was amazing. The hills were up and down, a lot of twists and turns, and it was just overall an amazing experience, and just something you had to see to believe. When we finally made it to Santa Barbara, I was absolutely spent. This picture perfectly sums up how I felt at about 2:30 in the morning.
Quick update. So we started our day in South San Francisco. We made it to San Francisco, back down to San Jose, down the coast to Morro Bay, where we were supposed to stay. But there's no hotels or motels or anywhere available. First of all, there's one of the biggest fires in the history of California. Took out a bunch of houses, a bunch of land. Awful stuff. Between that and the car show, the art show, the heat, which, by the way, it hasn't been this hot in San Francisco in 50 years. And it's been like this for the last 3 days. As you can tell, I'm losing my voice. We've been up since 6:15 this morning, and we've been driving all day, so 15, 16 hours by now. So we've been driving in the middle of the night for the last 4 hours trying to find a hotel. Can't find a hotel. Every hotel in the state is booked. We're out of options. We're just all waiting.
What transpired over these next few hours is something I never want to experience again. We had nowhere to go and nowhere to stay, and all we wanted to do was sleep. We were just beyond exhausted. As time passed by, we grew more and more tired. My dad started falling asleep at his bike, and Troy over in the grass area next to the street. At this point, we were asking anyone who came into the gas station if they had somewhere for us to go, or if we could stay at their house, crash on their couch. We didn't really care. Whatever we can get, we would take it. As it approached 4:30 in the morning, we accepted the fact that we were going to sleep at this gas station for a few hours before we hit the road. Just as Troy was falling asleep, he was approached by a younger man. The man asked what he was doing. Troy said, "Well, I'm staying here for the night because I have nowhere else to go." And the guy said that was crazy. He's got a place just down the road. After this complete stranger asked us to stay at his place, we emphatically said yes and packed up our stuff and headed to his house. We were so desperate for a place to stay, we didn't care as long as we had a roof over our head. This was a long, long day. We were exhausted. We couldn't even hold our bikes up. This is what exhaustion looks like, and this was the longest day of my life.